Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're doing great. So, welcome to my mess again. It's still pretty unorganized and still pretty echoey in here. And actually today I was planning to pick up the rest of my things. I wanted to pick up the sofa and another one of those like big bookshelves that I've got in the flat. But just because we have to put it on a, what's the name of that? On a trailer, like, you know, we have to like, because it's not gonna fit into a car, we need to put it onto a trailer, right? But the weather is not playing in my favor because it's raining. It was raining yesterday, it's gonna be raining tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, and it just, it's awful. And you know, all of those things would get soaked, so I actually can't do it. I might like go back to pick up some of my like clothes and like things we can put into the car, but I don't know, like we will see. But the rain is actually like, this spring, I'm not really happy with this spring. It's not balanced at all, you know. Like normally in spring you've got like a couple of shit days and then you've got a couple of lovely sunny days, and then the temperature drops and you know, you've got some shit days and then you've got like lovely days. But this spring is just full of like shit days. So like for like 2 weeks straight we had like a really shitty weather and just like 1 or 2 like sunny days. So I'm not really happy with this. Like this spring sucks. It genuinely does suck, and I'm not happy about it at all, and it's fucking up my plans. And I just want this room to be like done. I want my little sanctuary back because it's still like, I don't know, I really want to have it like organized and kind of like done, because I don't know where to put, you know, all of my things, because now I've got way too many, because I'm missing, you know, the storage space. So yeah, but never mind, I like it anyway. But I'm not happy about the window either. Like I can't change that, of course, but there is not much of a daylight. And I was actually creating this like short, is it called short, like from one of my Instagram videos where I basically like went like around the entire room, yeah, my little jungle. And you know, I just love it. I just love that so much because of the huge window. So it was really sunny and there was a lot of daylight, whereas in this room I have to have the lights on pretty much the entire day because it's quite dark. So like things are not ideal. Like I'm really grateful that I'm here and I love it, but at the same time I'm gonna miss my flat like a lot. Yeah, but never mind, it is what it is. And basically today I've got a bit of time. Like officially, like Friday is my day off because I teach on Sundays, but today, because my boyfriend is at work and I can't do anything, like it's raining, so I'm going to have a couple of lessons today. And later on we're gonna go to this like shop with like wood and like different designs of wood, and we're gonna choose one for the cupboard in the bathroom. So we will have a little trip. Unfortunately we cannot take the doggy with us, you know. It would be lovely, but we can't, because he obviously cannot like walk in there. And we can't take him for a walk in here either because it's raining a lot at the moment. So it sucks. It really sucks. But anyway, I've got a little bit of time, so I was thinking that we could go through one of the like shorter recordings. Like we will see if there is something which has got like just like 5 to 10 minutes. So we've got one, it is called Not the Best, that has got 7 minutes. Then we've got Tired, that is 9 minutes. Then we've got Prague, that is 13 minutes. We've got Not Sure, 11 minutes. We've got Quick Tuesday, 4 minutes. Cash, 14 minutes, good. So Mean, 8 minutes. Final Dot, which is just 2 minutes. We can definitely manage that one, right? We've got Wellness, Cool, Car Owner, Christmas Shades, Done, Open Up Mate, Dennis, Oh my god, birthdays, cry, 10 minutes. Am I gonna be crying again in that one? Venny cry again, Venny creeping in. Shall we go for the cry? Got 7 minutes. All done. Done. Oh my god, I'm getting anxious again. Cool. Official breakup coming. Final door. Birthday boy. Fine again. Breakup. Breakup? Shall we go for breakup? 23rd of February 2020. Or the cry. Let's go for the cry. Let's cry together. Where is it? 28th of August 2021. 10 minutes. Can we manage? Maybe we can. So let's go for that one.
I'm just feeling like a piece of shit again. Surprise, surprise, isn't it beautiful? I just don't know what to do. And I just don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. It's so fucking hard. Like, why is it so fucking hard? I just don't understand. Okay, so today is Dennis's kind of like a stag do, or I don't know, it's like basically they've already had the wedding and now they're having like a party. It's just a fun fact that like they didn't invite me, which is not surprising, but you know, they created this like event on Facebook.
Yeah, with the invitations, we actually, that was the moment when like I stopped liking the couple. Like Dennis is one of my boyfriend's like best friends, and he started to date this girl. I'm pretty sure that I talked about her before, and they just started to be weird. Like, you know, I loved him before, but since they got together, they just became like a little bit weird. Like they started to be like really like arrogant and quite snobby, and I just didn't like their attitude, because he was really chilled. Like I was always excited to see him, but you know, the moment they got together, like something like changed about them, and they started to be like, I don't know, they just came over and they were like, oh my god, you haven't like, you know, prepared the coffee for us already, and you know, like the seats here are dirty and whatever. And for some time I was thinking that they are taking a piss and it's just, you know, like a banter. But no, they were serious. They meant it, because I like when they were saying these like comments like, oh my god, like you haven't made the things ready for us. I was joking about it, but then I realized that actually they were not joking. They like genuinely like expected you to like kneel before them. Like it was ridiculous. And on many occasions, like they planned something with my boyfriend, but obviously like I hadn't known. And on many occasions, you know, like we were late for something because I didn't know about the plan. So and once there was one particular situation when there was a barbecue or something, and we were supposed to go there, and like I had lessons and we arrived late, and the entire evening like Dennis was like chatting some shit about like, oh my god, like you came late, you know, and it's like it's his girlfriend's like birthday and whatever, and they were preparing some food, and that now there is no food for you because you came late. And I was like, I didn't know that it was her birthday, and I didn't know that we were supposed to arrive like on a specific time. Like I just didn't like know that. So I told them like, yeah, my boyfriend is not informing me about these things, so maybe if you like let me know as well, then I can actually have, you know, the time under control. And they were like laughing about it, and then they were having these like comments like, you know, like next week we are organizing something, so Chris, so you know that, you know, there will be like something happening, you know, so you can come as well, so we are telling you now, so you know. And they were taking a piss, you know, out of me, because I just wanted to know as well. But they didn't understand that, you know, like I didn't know about most of those things, and you know, I was like told like last minute. And you know, like when I had plans already, then you know, it was quite difficult for me to manage everything. And you know, so it was like many of these like situations when they planned something, then there was an issue because of me not knowing about it, because my boyfriend didn't tell me. So, and they were just acting stupid about that. Like I don't know, it was really weird. And in this case it was their like a bachelor's party or whatever. Basically they had a wedding just for their like closest people, and then they had a massive party. I think it's this one, yeah. And then they had a massive party afterwards, and my boyfriend told me like 2 days before that, like, yeah, there is this party, but you know, he didn't like, you know, like I don't know, it didn't sound like a big deal. And then eventually I didn't go there because I just like I didn't know about it, and oh my god, it was just I don't know, I just didn't know about things that they were happening, and it was like constantly. So I didn't feel like, you know, me and my boyfriend were a team at that time, because like I didn't know about anything. And actually on that day, if that is the day, he like I was having lessons, and he left at like 1 p.m. Then he got back and he was like, you know, like, I'm going there like in the afternoon, so you feed the dog and then you can come back and you can actually, you know, like pick me up. So I was like, I'm just supposed to like pick you up, I'm not supposed to go there, or like what's the plan? And also I hated the fact, because with Eddie, the doggy, like it was me looking after him the entire time, like feeding him, cooking for him, taking him for walks, and he didn't care as much. So it sort of like pissed me off as well that, you know, he was like, I'm going for a party and you feed the dog, so you will come like later and then you can actually pick me up. So it was like he didn't want me to be there with him, he wanted to be there like by himself, and he just needed me as a chauffeur basically. And that was like, it was probably not like that, but in my head, you know, it sounded like that. So it was no,
it
messy.
would be at least nice to send me the invitation, but you know that didn't kind of like happen. And then it was like, are you coming? I was like, oh, first of all, I was not invited, so I don't know. And then I was like, I just don't want to go, because it's just so hard, isn't it? Like when you know that he is like gossiping and chatting shit about you in front of everybody, genuinely everybody, like how are you supposed to go there? It just is really hard. It's just, I don't know. And so it's really...
Yeah, there was this thing that, you know, there is a girl and she loves gossiping. Like, I like her, but she's got like very different mindset to mine. And every time I met up with her for a glass of wine or something, she was like telling me about the things, you know, that, you know, like what my boyfriend was saying about me or something like this. Like, it was not a big deal, he was not saying like anything horrible, but sometimes when we had like some arguments, or I got like grumpy because of something or stuff like this, then he like shared it with his friends, which is normal. But then, you know, like she told me about it and I just took it very personally. And now I can't remember any specific thing that he said, but when we were having like problems and I had like this grumpy, like I was in the shitland and I was in the shittiest mood for like months and months, he actually said that, you know, he was not sure about us, and you know, that he like maybe would like to end it because it was awful, which is understandable. But of course, like when you hear that you know, your boyfriend is saying, you know, to people that he like doesn't want to be with you, then of course like it hurts you. Like, it's completely understandable, because I was just not talking to him at all. I was in the shittiest mood, and instead of like initiating the conversation, I was just like, I just like closed off. So I do understand that now, and it's a natural reaction. But when I heard that, for example, like I was really like, yeah, sad because of that. But I do understand, because I wouldn't be with myself at that time. I was awful. I was really like bitchy, and I had this like feeling that, you know, how am I supposed to socialize with those people when they know all of those like details about me and how I behave? And he, instead of like talking about it with me, he was sharing it with them. So that was a bit of a, yeah, like messy situation at that time. So I didn't feel comfortable around them. I didn't want to see those people, because I was really worried about them, like, you know, like looking at me and like judging me and like, yeah, these kinds of things, because they are his friends, first of all, right? Like, they are not like mine. Like, we're like friendly, but you know, they have known each other since like childhood, like primary school. So of course they are closer to him, so they are mainly like his friends. And you know, like having this feeling of, you know, like them knowing everything about you, you not knowing that much about them, and them like, you know, like gossiping or like chatting. Like I just didn't feel comfortable around them at that time, which is like understandable, but oh my god, it was really messy.
First of all, like, you know, because Misha told me.
Misha is the leader of the gossips. Basically.
All of the things that he was like, you know, saying about me. And he was never able to, you know, have a conversation about it like that with me. And he's like, you know,
and to be fair, like I was saying, like I was not talking nicely about him either, because it's very natural for people to share the negative things. Even with my friend Veronica, I talked about her on many occasions. Like with her as well, like we were talking about our relationships like recently, because she's sort of like back with her ex-boyfriend. Now I got back to my ex-boyfriend. So we were like talking about it, and then we got to the point where we said, like, you know, we are just sharing the shade, but obviously because we've been in these relationships, like for me it's 5 years, for her it's 10 years, and we are with these guys for a reason. It's not just bad. Like there is like 80% of the time is great, like we like enjoy it, and then there are those like things that are pissing us off, and naturally we share those with each other. We don't talk about those good things as much, obviously. So like we think of each other's boyfriends that they're assholes, but at the same time we have to understand that, you know, it's just a little part of the relationship, and like majority of that relationship is actually amazing. And that was the same with Misha as well. When she was asking me about the relationship and I was just in the shit land, I was not talking nicely about him either. So like, you know, like I was not nice as well. I should not be a hypocrite. I was a big hypocrite in this situation, because like I was getting angry about him sharing our intimate details and things like that, but I was doing the same thing. And she was obviously like sharing it with the other ones, so it was like, you know, like we were not communicating with each other, but we were like talking about it with our friends, which was a very childish way of like dealing with this situation.
Me in front of everybody. So I'm like, I talked to Mark genuinely, and then he's like, oh, would you like to go there? I was like, fucking hell. And then he's like,
do you know what, like nowadays I just don't care. I don't care about them. Like I know that they are not my like closest friends. Like I don't care about their opinions. I just don't give a fuck. So if there is a party like now, I will go. We actually went to the dance ball, I told you about it, and I didn't give a fuck. A couple of months ago, like a year ago, in this state, like I would be shitting myself, because I would know that they don't like me and stuff, and I don't like them, and there would be this tension. But just because nowadays I just don't give a fuck, and I don't care about their opinion, and I don't care about the way they see me. I care about me and him, and I want us to be at the best place. I don't care about the others and what they think. It's not like, and I've got this like, you know, no fucks given mode, and I love it. I just don't care. But at that time I did care a lot, because I don't know why. I just like, yeah, nowadays I genuinely don't care. And that, like, you know, there is this relief of the pressure every time there is some opportunity to socialize with them. I just don't give a fuck, and life is so much easier when you genuinely don't care about what people are thinking about you, because you, like, you know, in case they don't like you, you can't impress them anyway, no matter how much you try. Like, you know, they've got, you know, this opinion of you, so you will not change it anyway. So just fuck it. Seriously, just fuck it. Yeah.
So I didn't even know, like, I think that he told me like on Friday that it was like happening. So it's like, I really didn't want to go, but at the same time I was thinking I just wanted to be alright. I just want to like make it work, and I was thinking like, maybe like I can manage, but I just like it's hard. Just imagine, for fuck's sake, like having all of those people like in front of you, and you know that what has been said, and you know, just trying to look like normal, although you're shitting on yourself, and you just feel fucking anxious. It is just terrible. And then I was thinking, like, if we go there together and, you know, he would be there, like, with me, then I would, you know, try my best. And then he's like, so we woke up in the morning, he made me breakfast, so I don't know what was wrong, and he actually brought me honey, which is, like, way too nice, like, from him. Like, he obviously wanted something. Like, he had asked me if I would be his taxi for today, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be, like, sitting here and waiting for you to have fun. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to be doing, thank you very much. And then, like, today, actually, like, I had lessons at 12 and 1, and as we were having the breakfast, he was like, I'm gonna go there for 12, probably. I was like, at the noon. I was like, yeah, you know, like, it's gonna be cold in the evening, so I'm gonna go there, you know, quite early. I was like, yeah, all right, then, yeah, good luck. And then I had the lessons, and he was gone when I finished, so I was like, okay, so he's already, you know, like, there. Then he came, and he was like, I went to church to like pick up something, and he bought them some gifts, and then he was like, okay, I'm coming there today, like, right now, like, in a minute. Are you gonna come later? Well, basically that was the first thing he asked me, like, are you gonna come later? I was like, what? Are you gonna come later? I was like, what is going on? Like, to the party. I was like, what do you mean later? I was like, yeah, do you know, I'm going there now, and somebody has to feed the dog, so I can feed the dog, and then you can come. And he was like, I'm gonna organise, you know, someone to pick you up. And I was like, fucking hell, like, fucking selfish prick, isn't it? Like, you know, he wants to have fun. He didn't have to go, you know, that early, did he? Like, he could have waited, but, you know, just because I'm his fucking, like, you know, housekeeper here, I'm the one who's responsible for the dog. Like, what the fuck? I was thinking, so I'm gonna go there, like, I don't want to go there by myself. And then I needed to buy the fucking liquids for the cigarette. I was like, yeah, like, I didn't have my card with me, so I had to wait for him, and I didn't know, like, you know, what to do. And then he came, and he was like, yeah, I'm gonna give you your card. I was like, nice that you were in the city centre, and you hadn't told me, because now I have to go there, you know, to pick it up. And I don't know, it just, like, all, like, exploded. And then it was like, I didn't have time for shopping. And I was like, I didn't want to do any shopping. And I was like, we can go shopping tomorrow. I was like, I didn't say that. I just wanted the fucking liquids. I didn't say anything about the shopping. Like, he didn't even ask, like, you know, what I actually wanted to buy. It was like, I don't know. And I was like, fuck off, like, just genuinely just go. And then he left, and I was kind of thinking, like, is he gonna, you know,
I was really mad. I remember, actually now I remember that conversation, I got really angry because of the shopping as well. Actually, we've got 22 minutes. I'm going to continue in the next video because this is going to cut off anyway. So see you later.